today's Vlogmas video, I'm going to be doing an updated winter edition What's on my iPhone. You guys love when I film these videos and you always ask for them literally like right after I do them. And I also really love filming them, so every time I update my phone, I'm just going to give you guys a new updated video. But because of the iOS update, you have a lot more control and you can customize your phone in multiple different ways. So I've customized my phone to be all Christmassy. I love Christmas, as you guys already know, so I thought I would just make my phone Christmassy as well, and that's what I'm going to show you guys in today's video. I was also looking at some Vlogmas videos and I saw that some YouTubers were putting up inspirational quotes in their Vlogmas videos, and I just think it's a really good way to spread positivity and things like that. So here are the two inspirational quotes of today. This is the first video which I'm doing it in because I didn't really think of it until now, so I'm going to start doing the inspirational quotes from this video. But anyways, let's just get right on into what's on my iPhone. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the cases that I have for my phone. A lot of my cases are from Casetify, but this video is not sponsored by Casetify. I just really love their cases and they are super protective and cute at the same time. So the one that I have on my phone right now is this purple and pink sand case, and then it just has my name on the back. I love this case so much and it's just so satisfying. And then I just have the basic white apple case. I have another Casetify case, and this one is a mirror and it just says be happy in the middle of it. The last case that I have is this kind of holographic case, and then this one also says my name across it. So those are all the cases that I have, and now I'm going to show you what's on my actual phone. So I've just started a screen recording, so I will put it up in the screen here. But this is what the first page of my phone looks like when you go into it. On my lock screen, I just have a photo of my dog Bella next to the Christmas tree. But basically, I have 4 slides to my screen, and on the first one, I just have the blank image that I have set as my wallpaper, just so when I go onto my phone, it's kind of like fresh, and that's the first thing I see. So I have this red car crashed into a Christmas tree. I don't know, I just thought it really fitted the Christmas theme that my phone is. So on my first slide of actual apps, I have the time right at the top. I used to have the calendar one, and I'm just trying out the clock one, but I think I kind of prefer the calendar, so I might switch it back to that. But right now I just have the clock at the top, and I created all my widgets with the app Widget Smith. The first thing that I have is YouTube Studio, and I made all my apps with the shortcuts, so it does take you to shortcuts before the actual app. But I decided to go through every single one of my apps and change all of the icons to Christmas. It took so long from my full themed one, but I'm super happy with the way that it turned out. So I have YouTube Studio, YouTube, then Settings, then Snapchat, then TikTok, then Safari, then Instagram, then Pinterest, then Camera, then Outlook, which is basically the same as Mail, Music, and HSBC, which is like my credit card. So these are all the apps that I use on a day-to-day basis. They're all just on my front page, so they're easy to get to. Then on the bottom, I have another clock, but I definitely prefer reading digital time, so I just use the top one. Then moving on to my next slide, I have a photo widget at the top, which is my dog next to a Christmas tree, and that's actually the same photo that's on my lock screen. And then under that, I have contacts, photos, clock, and Lightroom. Again, all of these apps I use quite a lot, and Lightroom is what I use to edit my pictures, so like Instagram photos and things like that. And then I have another widget, which is just a quote that says choose happy. And then on the 4th slide, which is my last slide of my pages, but I still have my whole app library, which I have most of my apps in. On my actual pages, I just have the apps that I use most of the time, but on this last page, I just have all my full app icons, so I don't have to create them all again. I can just drag them out, and I don't want to just delete them all, so they're just going to be there in the folder. Okay, now moving on to my app library. One thing that I thought was really annoying getting the app library was that I can't organize the app library around, and I can't like drag different things into different boxes, but my app library just looks like this. So in the suggestions, I have the Widget Smith app, which is what I used to create the icons, which I already said. And then I have Google Translate, I have Among Us, which I've been obsessed with playing, that's why it's in my suggested. And then I have Calendar. Then in the recently added folder, I have Among Us, Anchor, which is something for podcasts. I have Dropbox, Facetune 2. I don't even know what some of these apps are. I think that like red and black one is to get away like red eye in photos. Flexibility something. Then I have Google Chrome, I have Google Drive, and Google Slides, which I use them a lot for school. I have a guitar or ukulele tuner. It's actually really helpful to tune my ukulele, and it gets it like perfect, so download that app if you want to tune some kind of instrument. Then I have Netflix, PayPal, Fonto, which I used to use to edit my thumbnails, but I don't really use it anymore because I like to do like handwritten thumbnails and things like that. Then I have another podcast app. I have Quick Shoot, Retouch, which is another thing to like get rid of red eye. I don't really know why I have so many of those apps. Story Art. I thought this app was really cool when I first downloaded it because it basically gives you story templates for Instagram, so they're a bit more fun and you can just like insert photos and different text into them. Then the 30-day splits challenge. Then I have another stretching app. I have another ukulele tuner. I have this workout app and Zoom, which I didn't recently add. I don't really know what's in there. Then I have social, and I have Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, messages, iPhone, WhatsApp, and FaceTime. In productivity and finance, I have Google AdSense, calendar, contacts, Google Docs, which I use for school as well, Dropbox, files, GoHenry, which I'm going to delete because I don't use that anymore, Google Drive, Google Slides, HSBC, mail, notes, numbers, Outlook. I have a lot of mail that I need to go through, PayPal, reminders, shortcuts, Widget Smith, and Zoom. A lot of these apps repeat a lot, so sorry if this gets a bit boring. Then I have creativity, which I have camera, Dazcam. I'll just show you guys Dazcam really quick because I think it is so cool. So basically when you go onto the app, it should look something like this, and there are basically a bunch of these aesthetic kind of vintage cameras. So the best free camera in my opinion that you can use on this app is the D3D camera. So basically when you take a photo, it will look something like this. That was a really bad photo, but as you guys can see, it kind of moves around and it has that vintage grain on it. I don't know, it's just kind of cool to spice up your photos a bit. Then I have Eraser, which erases the background of photos, Facetune 2, the red eye thing, Foodie, which is an app to edit photos, but I don't really use it, Fuji, which is another photo thing. I literally forgot how to turn this camera thing on again. Someone literally told me in my last iPhone video and I completely forgot. So I'm just going to show you like this. You can still take photos like this, but it's way better when you actually have the full camera. Basically when you take a photo like I just did, you go to the lab and it kind of just adds this weird effect to it. I don't know, but anyways, I have Lightroom, Fonto, Photos, Pic Collage, Quick Shot, the red eye thing, HP Sprocket, which I use to print out the photos on my fairy lights. They're kind of like Polaroids, but they don't have the white border on them, and you can print them out straight from your phone, which is really good. Story Art, Visco, and YouTube Studio. Then in utilities, I have App Store, Bitmoji, Calculator, Clock, Compass, Find My iPhone, Google Chrome, Home, Measure, Safari, Settings, Voice Memos, Wallet, and Apple Watch. Entertainment, I have my ukulele tuner, iTunes Store, Music, Netflix, Shazam, which is also a really good app. I think you can also do it on Snapchat, but you basically just hold down a button if you like a song on the radio or something and you don't know what it's called, so you just click on it and then it will listen to the song and just tell you what it is by like listening to it. Then I have Spotify, another tuner thing, and YouTube. Then in the other, I have Pinterest, Amazon Alexa, and Smart TV, which connects to my TV. Information and reading, I have Anchor, Podcasts, Docs, Translate, another translate thing, UV Mate, which is a good app as well. It just tells you the UV and like tells you about the sun and stuff. Then I have weather, and then in the games section I have Among Us, Knife Hit, Stacked, Steve, which is also a widget, Super Brain, and Zigzag. I don't really play these games, but if I'm like waiting for something like a dentist appointment, then I just go on my phone and I play these games. Shopping and food, I have Urban Outfitters, and then I have a barcode scanning app, so you can just scan any barcode and it will come up. Then in education, I have Photomath. In travel, I have Maps and Google Earth. And then finally in the last folder, I have health and fitness, which is abs and core, fitness, flexibility, health, splits training, stretching, and workout. I don't know why I have all of those apps, but that is what's on my phone. Also at the bottom in the red, which I forgot to mention, I have phone, messages, FaceTime, and WhatsApp, which you guys can obviously see. But that is what's on my phone Christmas edition. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!